Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of the Diz Unlimited podcast. I'm Craig Williams, and joining me for this virtual roundtable discussion today, we have some of my closest confidants with me today. We have the one and only Ryan Clavin.
Hello.
We have Jackie Gailey.
Hi, everyone.
And we have Erica Resnick.
Hi, friends.
Hi. Thank you all for being a friend.
I've never heard that before.
You're so welcome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. How's everyone doing this week?
Fantastic.
Yeah, maybe all right.
Good. Pre-Halloween depression already setting in.
That's okay, because we get to move into Christmas, and we'll talk about that plenty today. I will say I'm a little loopy right now because I was up at like 4:30 to get to Magic Kingdom like really early this morning for the Haunted Mansion bar reveal. So like I'm about out of it. I've had too much coffee that I'm shaky, but I think we're going to still pull this together today. It's going to be a little all over the place. If you're a fan of Off the Rails, you'll probably like this. If you say that's unstructured and awful, you'll probably hate this. But you know what? It's something different versus what we've done the past couple weeks. So we're just going to go with it. We're going with the flow.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love to see it.
I love that.
It's like that
That'd be a
Nemo
good
show.
song.
Yeah. Should we just do that? Should we worry about the copyright and just go with the flow the entire way through?
Yeah.
So in other words, it's going to be great.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But what we will get ahead of ourselves with is reminding you that this show is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. If you like our content, you want to support us, book a vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel. It costs you no extra money, and you get the support of one of the awesome Dreams Unlimited Travel agents, none of which are here today. But they do exist. Trust me on that. I know for a fact. So if you want to help us, go over to dreamsunlimitedtravel.com today and get a free, no obligation quote. And then, of course, you can also support us by signing up for our Patreon. Last week on the after show, post show, we announced the new upcoming tiers for our Patreon and what all that will include. So, yeah, a lot of little changes happening there. If you're not currently a Patreon supporter, the post that announces everything should be accessible to everyone, so you can kind of check it out. If you want to support us, come over. There's plenty of content that gets posted, personal stories from the Jackie and Erica sorts, complaining from Rhino and I because it's what we do best, and then, of course, the Patreon post show. We've got lots of great stuff over there. It'll soon be patreon.com/DizUnlimited, but right now it's still Diz Unplugged. That'll get taken care of in November when we make the grand switch over to our new system there. So, does anyone have any housekeeping items before we get started? I know this group usually doesn't have any, but I figured I'd still throw it out there anyways.
Nope.
I don't have housekeeping.
Well, that's okay. Then I guess we should get to the... we're going to kind of do this broken down as a free-flowing show with not a lot of staying strict to the content. If the conversation goes all over the place, it will. But we are going to talk about some of the biggest news of the last week because, some of it, how can we not? Like, if you're watching this right now, you see me wearing my Haunted Mansion regalia from Roosevelt's, and it's a very exciting day for Haunted Mansion fans, because Disney Cruise Line finally revealed the worst kept secret, and that there would be a Haunted Mansion Parlor being revealed for the Disney Treasure. So for all the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge fans that, you love that bar on the Wish, it's not going to be on the Treasure. Instead, it's going to be the Haunted Mansion Parlor. And I, for one, am very excited for that because I'm not a fan of Hyperspace Lounge. Did not like the concept, did not like the drinks, so I was ready to welcome something else. And I believe if you go way back a couple months ago, I said when the rumors first started popping up, I think I said it's never going to happen, but I'd be surprised and happy if it did. So consider me now surprised and happy. But what's everyone think about this?
Yay.
You excited for it? Is it going to make you book a cruise, or you're like, no, I still don't care? I'm guessing
I
Rhino's
mean,
gonna say that, but
No, I honestly, I think I would based on the concept art and the things, because I'm not gonna lie to you, like this looks so much cozier, like so much cozier, so much like this feels like not my guess is they've already said it's going to occupy that exact same amount of space that Hyperspace Lounge did, which isn't a very big area. So, but this like I feel like is going to just be like tons of theming, pushed into this small area, but it's like the right type of theming to be that kind of like warm and cozy and creepy. And it's one of those things where I'm like, I want it on land so bad, but I bet
mhm.
they never do it. And it's just one of those where I'm like, I want to go, and I think this is going to be hard to get into spot on the ship when it launches.
Yeah, I think you're
yeah,
right. I
it
am
looks
just
really
so
cool.
excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my
You
first
know
thought
what? Oh, go ahead.
Nope.
my first thought was that you know how they announced that like pirate themed type of bar tavern thing for Magic Kingdom? I
Yeah.
saw this and I was like, I hope they put the same dedication and like detail into that as they're doing for the Haunted Mansion bar because it looks like it's gonna be a really,
Well,
really cool space.
you know what's wild, like speaking of that, Erica, is that like I feel like I mentally I'm like, shouldn't they be switched? Wouldn't you want the pirate bar at
Right?
sea on a ship
That'd make
and
no
the other
sense.
one to be on land where the mansion is? So I mean I know that the mansion has lore involved in it that has to do with like ships and pirates and stuff like that, but it's still like it's just one of those where I was like, why couldn't you take the pirate bar and we have that?
I, you know what? That makes complete and perfect sense. I think the struggle with it if you do it at Magic Kingdom, I'm not going to include Disneyland in it. If you do it at Magic Kingdom, the only logical spot in my mind to do it is Columbia Harbor House, which I
Yeah.
think would be a perfect spot for it. But would Columbia Harbor House people like? Would they lose their minds over that? Like what?
They
I
can go
mean,
ahead and eat
Yeah.
a lobster roll.
it's just the space is so massive that like I feel like you could still have a quick service on the bottom floor and make the Haunted Mansion bar on the top floor and make it like a little speakeasy right inside the Magic Kingdom. And it still feels like it could work that way. And then, you do have the restaurant there, so you have a place to prepare like small bites and or drinks if that's where they have to, if they don't want to have a bar set up right in front of there. But it just seems like it would make so much more sense having this on land too. So I asked when I was there at the press event this morning, I asked what the occupancy would be because like when you look at the inside of the artwork for it, while it looks decent size, it doesn't look super large. And do you know what they told me? How many people would be able to fit in there?
99.
Oh, well, you kind of got where I was going with that awful joke. 999 ghosts could fit in there. There is room for 1,000 though. They didn't say that. I would never be embarrassed enough to ask Disney that question. I did get a lot of extra details on it though, and like because the first thing they touted about it was like, okay, it's got this original story because it's Haunted Mansion, but obviously it's not just Haunted Mansion in the parks, it's Haunted Mansion at sea. So they wanted to find ways to infuse little nautical twists into it. So I'm going to show off for everyone watching. There's this one piece of merchandise that's like a mirror that is kind of cool because when you least expect it, the hitchhiking ghosts pop up on it. It's really neat, but the design of it is actually what the marquee will look like when you're walking up to the entrance. If it said the Haunted Mansion Parlor in the middle, that's what it would look like. But so to describe it, it's basically something that you would expect to see from Raleigh Crump's Museum of the Weird. So it's like a weird creature and then sea tentacles. And so while it evokes like that plaque back from the Haunted Mansion in a way, it also still is very nautical. So it definitely blends in with DCL, and like there's a ghost inside the Haunted Mansion parlor, and there's a funeral procession happening for it, and the ghosts are trying to show up, but they can't materialize until a seance happens with Madame Leota. And once Madame Leota performs the seance, hopefully not Jamie Lee Curtis Madame Leota, hopefully more of a classic version, then the ghosts are able to materialize, and there will be a swinging wake inside. And as the concept art shows, hitchhiking ghosts might pop up in there. Just some of the recognizable elements from the attraction. The wallpaper is going to be there. The hidden Donald chair is going to be in there. I feel like you'll be able to sit in the chair, but I feel like it's going to turn into more of like a glorified photo op for people, because everyone's going to be fighting on that chair. Like who wouldn't want to sit in that chair? But the sad part is, the sad part is it's probably just going to be one person that goes in and sits in it the entire night. And nope, I'm not giving up, because they did tell me too, like they're creating original music, and that's everything I just said. It's going to play out like a story. So it's going to take place over the course of like 30 minutes, but there's no 30-minute limit to being in the bar. You can literally go in once it's open, and you can stay there all night. Plenty of libations that will be available, alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Rhino, I know this is where you're getting excited here. Yeah. There's this fancy margarita that is
it's a margarita?
Yeah, the margarita. And I can't find the list I have in front of me with what is included in the margarita, so I'll try to find that as we have other conversations. But then there's this fancy libation with the eyeball. I believe this is called the Ghoulish Delight, going real hard for the Haunted Mansion names in there. And then also you have sympathetic libations, and this is one of the non-alcoholic options, I believe, that is in there. So the one confusing thing is there's this shirt that's going to be for sale, and it says drink and snack. So maybe there's going to be snacks, maybe it'll just be drinks. Either way, they're coming in hard and strong with the merchandise as well too. So this is going to be something big.
What's the bottom of that shirt say?
What's the bottom of that shirt say? It says,
because it says drink and snack your
post life away. Yeah, your post life.
Oh, stupid.
Oh, I love that.
I liked it until I read it.
This.
Yeah, I was like, drink and snack your life away. But now I'm like, boo.
I mean, I bought the Hyperspace Lounge shirt, so I feel like I'll have to add this to my collection as well, too.
I'm so excited about this space.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I just, because, the thing is that, like, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I'm much more of a Disney fan than I am a Star Wars fan. So I got to walk into the Hyperspace Lounge on the Disney Wish before it was open. So I had basically an empty space to take pictures of, and I was really excited to be there. So the theming was intense. I thought it was so cool, especially with no people in there. You could see everything. But Haunted Mansion is like a dream. So I can hardly wait. Oh,
I wonder if they'll end up replacing the Subspace Lounge on the other ship. I don't know. I don't know that that's the hit that they thought it would be. I mean, they probably won't, right? Like, but I feel like it was such not a letdown. I mean, I love Star Wars, but it just was kind of like, I don't know.
It was a letdown.
I don't know.
It was a letdown. We can say it now. Yeah. It's been long enough. Yeah, we were on a free cruise with it. It was a letdown. It's hard when you have Oga's Cantina in the parks that's incredibly detailed and themed and has pretty good drinks. And then if you were lucky enough to do the Star Cruiser, you have Sublight Lounge, which had amazing cocktails and also, okay themed inside. Not quite as good as Oga's, better than Hyperspace Lounge. And then you get Hyperspace Lounge and it's like, well, it's not really well themed inside and the drinks aren't great. So it was just like... Yeah. Bad after bad. I was texting Brooke earlier today about this because we've been talking about the Haunted Mansion bar for a long time now, and both said, like, Hyperspace, keep it. Just now that Sublight Lounge isn't being used, take all those ingredients, move them onto there, take the beer onto there, take the wine onto there, put it in that lounge, and then all of a sudden it'll revive it in a way. But
I
I
honestly, I feel like that lounge they should take that sabacc table and put it in there too. I think that would
oh my god.
up the atmosphere in there way better
Oh,
too. I think because like really I've been fortunate enough to do that Star Cruiser twice now, and the interactions I've had with people when you have an activity to do, it really changes the atmosphere of the bar.
Yeah.
So I just think that would be such a cool, and then we'd know like that sabacc table is alive and well somewhere, which is the sad
What
part for me
happened
because I
to
was
it?
like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
yes.
That's I'm like, did one person get lucky and get to take it home? Did it end up at property control?
Yeah. I was getting what's the name of the pirate smuggler on that? Rafe? Right? What's his name?
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
Rafe.
I feel like he probably took it with him.
Rafe Fiennes.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
I
think
don't
that was it.
remember his name.
Yeah.
It's been so long. I can't be bothered to learn the Star Cruiser names anymore. They're all gone. They're never coming back.
Her name
Much
is
as I want
Gaia.
them to. I do remember Gaia.
Okay.
So,
Well, she sang it, so you can't forget her name.
She's hard
what's
to
my name?
forget.
Gaia, and don't wear it out. So, yeah, that would be nice. I want to highlight some more of the merchandise just because I feel like they really invested a lot in this. Like this themed mug that
That's
for people
cool.
who like textures is going to be all over the place, very nautical, very spooky. I will end up buying this and regret it later, but that's just how I live my life. No
It
regrets.
looks like someone's unhinged mother took a pottery class and was like, "Here you go, Merry
That's
Christmas,
pretty good,
Caitlin.
Rhino.
Make your mug."
Rhino, you should be in charge of writing the descriptions on these things.
I
Oh,
do like
Disney probably.
it's.
Disney ever sees this, going to be like, "We're never inviting that guy to anything."
Oh, it'd be right on there. It's inspired by the Little Mermaid. You can't tell.
Yeah,
That's
I was
Ariel.
like, this is the Hans Christian Andersen Little Mermaid mug.
Oh my gosh.
It's not far off. I will be buying it though. I'm just throwing it out there right
She's a
now.
beaut.
That'll do, mug. That'll do. There's this music box. This is this is the just the outside of the box. If you lift it up, it does play music. I asked if it was the original music that you'll hear inside the lounge, and they're like, "No, it is eerie music." So
Oh, cool.
that's
Oh, fun
gorgeous.
answer.
seems like a lot. Yeah,
It looks
I think there's
beautiful.
going to be this
It looks
box
pretty
in
big.
there. It was yeah, it could hold I'm trying to think of like what item it could definitely hold your phone in there with some room.
I was going to say a book,
A, 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 a,
like a
a
paperback.
mass market paperback. So
Yeah.
not the big ones now, like the original paperback books. Lots of commentary today. Kylie's saying don't buy the mug. Julie's texting me that she just conquered Hyperspace Mountain in Disneyland Paris. It's just coming from all over the place today. I get what I want. And then this clock, I feel like it has to be mentioned. This is a mantle clock. And Rhino, let's get the description on that.
It looks like there are two what could only be described as, I don't even know, worms praying, and on the top it looks like there's a mustachioed demon with green eyes.
I think
Probably
that's an
not his
okay
mustache,
description.
probably his
So
mouth. Okay, those are definitely teeth. I
yeah,
can
you
see
see
the
them
bottom
as
now.
worm. Yeah, those are teeth on the top and bottom. They're very sharp teeth. They're very ominous teeth. I thought you were talking about the things on the side. I'm like, I
Yeah,
feel like those
those
are
are
like,
worms.
see, I think they're like Gene Simmons' tongue, like that big, long, disgusting tongue that
Ew.
curls
Yeah,
hanging
I
out
can
of the
see
mouth.
that now.
Well, it's the textures in there. It gives me that opinion. But this is obviously it's got the 13, so it's playing on the Haunted Mansion, just like the grandfather clock in there. A
Can't
cool little
work for real.
detail that we can't see on there. You could if you zoom in, and I'm not going to, so you'll just have to believe me. Where in the round part of the clock, like the very small round part, there are latitude, longitude coordinates that are all the way around. And in those coordinates, in that section, those are the coordinates for the haunted mansions around the world. So it's like a
Oh,
little
cool.
hidden Easter
Oh.
egg hidden inside. But this mantle clock is going to be right in the bar. It is. Let me see which one it is. Yeah, so in this concept art that you can
Oh yeah, I
see
see it there.
in the back, yeah, it's going to be right up in there in the bar, just above the fireplace, just right beside the ship portrait from the the attraction, and next to the original man that is going to be the person that this entire story's about. So lots of cool
Wait,
stuff. We don't need to
wait.
talk about the shirt again though.
Okay, first of all, I bet that clock's like $200 at least. But secondly,
Oh yeah.
um, I you said about an original man. So is this a new haunted mansion?
Yeah, it's like the Haunted Mansion at sea. So that's where it gets kind of hard. Is that, it's with Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World and in Disneyland, you have Master
Master
Gracie, the
Gracie,
ghost
yeah.
host, and all that. But like in Disneyland Paris, it's a darker story. I've never done Phantom Manor.
It's
Where's
scary.
Juliet right now? Could have called in and told us all about it.
Live
I feel
stream it,
like
Julie.
that's wrong. Yeah, and then like Mystic Manor, that's a complete opposite story of all of it. Not really, playing on the spooky parts. So I think this is just like, they didn't want to just drop it in. So it's like, hey, it's inspired by Haunted Mansion. We'll add in the nautical twists. He was a
Mm.
captain. Oh, captain, my captain, and that's how they tie it all in. So I think it's
I
going to
love
be a
that.
huge hit. I do wish they had this on land. I think we already
Yeah.
talked about that enough. But what do we feel like is missing in terms of bars there on this ship? They have Haunted Mansion now, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. They have Jungle
Wait.
Cruise Lounge.
Oh my God. I didn't know that. I don't think I knew there was a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea bar too.
Yeah. Yeah, so where Keg and Compass is on the Wish,
Oh,
that's going to be 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
oh, what the and Jungle Cruise?
Rhino's like, get me on that cruise
I,
right now.
I almost just said a
Calling your
bad
dreams
word.
unlimited travel agent.
I'm like angry about how much stuff is on this ship now. Like,
And
and
that's the worst
It's
part.
gonna be
it's
so
like
cool.
it's like green. This is the one with the green and like wooden color palette too, right? In the
Yeah.
in the atrium, and that's why I
Well,
was like, that to me,
the
right?
atrium's
Right, Jim?
Aladdin, which is also a hit for you. I do
And
believe
I do love
Jasmine's there
Aladdin.
as well, though.
I'm like, oh man, I really want to see this ship. This is the ship.
Yeah.
This is the ship.
7-night cruises
It's
only,
gonna
though.
be really
That's the
cool.
bad
You
part.
know what? You know what I say this is? Bullshit. Nailed it.
There you go. See, it's funny because a lot of people were wanting it to be so different from the Wish, but they're filling it with so many different spaces. It's gonna be amazing.
This is going to be a next like the Wish. I'm. It's not that I'm not a big cruise person. I just don't think. Maybe it's like the destinations, like where they go. But for me, I feel like the Wish. I liked the ship. Like I actually was like, oh, I don't want to get like. And now this one is like next level,
Yep.
where I'm like, I don't even care where the ship's gonna go. Like I want to be on this ship because the Hooks
Yes.
Barbary in the Wish, like that was the spot that I feel like we had found and Craig and I like to go to because they made like the really good old fashioned or whatever. Am I making that up? Is it not
No,
Hooks
you are.
Barbary?
I'm just thinking,
No.
though, in my mind, I'm like 7 nights on the Treasure with a Haunted Mansion bar, a Jungle Cruise themed lounge,
Yeah.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and Hooks
I'm not,
Barbary. The liquor bill alone would be like
I'm not gonna even remember the
$20,000.
trip.
It would be $20,000 spent at the
Under
bar.
the sea. Oh.
Yep.
No.
Absolutely. Oh my
Wait.
gosh.
Damn it! I feel like there's and the bill will follow you home.
Yes, it will.
I don't know the first half.
Definitely will.
Yeah.
Oh my
Beware
goodness.
of hitchhiking ghosts.
Beware
Yeah.
of hitchhiking. Boo.
Oh, man. Well,
Yeah.
that's... Yeah,
But
I feel like
see,
that's a great joke.
Mm.
yeah.
That was a lot of setup of like building anticipation for me
Is
telling you.
is there going to be
Great
a
joke.
$5,000 drink in this area as well? Did you ask that?
It doesn't matter. It's not like we could afford it.
Served inside of Madame Leota's head.
Yeah.
In a
Well,
bowl. It's just a bowl of liquor.
I think Club
28.
33 already did that, and you fell prey to it, right?
Oh my God, I did, and it was awful, and I regretted it. It's the
And now I
ugliest
can tell
mug
you're
I've
looking
ever
around to
bought.
see if it's somewhere in your
It's
general
downstairs.
vicinity.
I put it
Yeah.
in a box because I don't want to look at it.
So maybe for the Patreon post show there. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this question out there. We have all these great attraction themed bars, lounges coming, not on the Disney Treasure. And we have the Pirates Bar coming to Magic Kingdom. What's another attraction bar you want to see at
Indiana
Walt
Jones.
Disney World? Jock Lindsay's though.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Ah, dang it.
So
Dang it.
what's
And I don't even
another
like
one?
Jock Lindsay's that much.
Mine is so boring. I immediately was like a Carousel of Progress bar. Get a nice
Just get drunk with
sarsaparilla.
dad every night,
Yeah.
sarsaparillas, and then eventually
He
old
orders a
fashions.
bathtub.
Yeah.
Afraid he turns into Bing
I
Crosby,
don't know.
beating you with the
That was
bag of
literally
Valencia oranges.
that was my first thought.
It'd be good. I mean,
See,
I
With
I
a
like it
bag of
from the
oranges.
idea of like drinking around the decades. So like first you
Yeah,
only
like that
have
would be
cocktails
cool.
from, you have like bathtub gin and moonshine that
Or
makes
a
you go
whole.
blind.
The Prohibition era.
Yeah, I was gonna name a prohibition drink, and I don't think the name of it's appropriate, so I stopped myself.
Probably, yeah. Just call it like the flapper or something. We'll leave it at that. But yeah,
There's
I
a
could
I
get
would
to
one
like
it.
of,
to
sorry,
see.
one of
I
my
would like to
favorite
see a
bits.
Neverland bar.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
cute. No, that was really
Yeah,
cute.
all the Lost Boys getting drunk, and I think that would,
Yeah,
Sparkly
no,
drinks.
I do
sparkly
actually think I
drinks.
would love
That's
that. Yeah.
that's where I was going with it. Was sparkly, pixie dusted. You know, I
Oh,
like everything pixie dust, and so I would like to see a Neverland themed bar rather than a theater like we've got on the Wish.
The blood
And
of
I would
Tinkerbell.
like to have Tinkerbell just flying around and sprinkling pixie dust all over here and there, and sparkly drinks. Absolutely, I'm all about that. I would
gosh, sparkly
love that.
Rita. Oh my gosh, it'd be so pretty.
Yes, it would. Yeah, I'm all about that. I like. Yeah, I would go in there.
I'm gonna buy you guys luster dust for Christmas. I think
Oh,
Please.
yes,
it's just a little.
yes,
It's edible glitter. You just add it to your drink and make everything
that's
look fancier.
beautiful.
Just gonna get you
Yep,
Lost Boy juice and tell you don't know which one it came from, and you don't know what
I,
it
now,
is.
I was gonna say, now
you
explain to
don't
me
know what
what
it
Lost
is,
Boy juice is.
right? I need some more details on that.
Nope, that's part of it.
Please and
You
thank
don't
you.
know what's in Lost Boy juice. It's just there.
Pine cone gin.
Good luck. Yeah, it will
Oh
smell like
no.
pine sol. So
Oh
it'll be
boy.
good though. So, well, speaking of bars that I want to dream into existence, I'm going to use that as a transition into our next kind of topic that we're going to go with. And that's that Jollywood Nights was on fire with announcements after last week's show. And then even, I think it was just yesterday. But in terms of bars that I wish could exist, they literally are making two of them, and the
I
posters for
love
them are
the. Yeah, I was
absolutely
gonna say.
freaking
Yeah,
incredible.
Oh, those
I
are
love that
Yeah,
Santa
they
beautiful.
one.
are.
Yeah. If they don't sell the Jazzy Holidays with at the Brown Derby with Santa playing the piano, I don't know what I'll do. I mean, I'm already like trying to find out who the artist was and pay them under the table to get the original files, so then I can not take them to get printouts of them poster size. That's a
I
callback
don't
to
ever
last
do
week's
that.
after show. Um, and yeah, we won't do that. But even the Tip Top Club one too. These lounges, like it built the
Yeah.
anticipation for me with it. I just at least they're doing like the walk in and you'll be able to join the mobile wait list to get into like the Brown Derby one. But that's what I want to experience more than anything else. And I'm just like, how do you balance the rest of the night out? Because between the food they announced for there and everywhere else, it's
So
like
much food.
all you
The
could
food
do is
looks
just
so good.
literally eat the entire time. Like I don't know what they're doing. Are they trying to like force
So,
people into buying tickets like for like 3 or 4
yeah,
different nights?
do we have to go back?
I Rhino
Is
might
that
miss the
the
first one
answer?
now. I don't. It's we might have to. So I think only the first and second night are sold out as of right now, if I
Yep.
remember
And then
correctly.
there's
Yeah.
December 16th is 80% sold out last time I
What's
had an
what's
update
the
on that one.
November 11th? Right, is the first one.
That's the first
Mm-hmm.
one. Yeah.
Mm.
So
Mm.
the Very Merry starts on the 9th, and then
Mm-hmm.
we have a break for 2 days, and then Jollywood on the 11th. So Rhino's a maybe for it. I know Erica and I are in for it, and we'll see what
I
else
did
happens.
see
I have
I
a
did see
feeling I'll
the
be at it
Yeah.
I saw the
based on current
Christmas
events.
tree backstage. I was driving to Playa Pizza, which is right behind Magic Kingdom, and they had the different sections of the Christmas tree on top of a truck. And that made me so excited. I
Yeah.
was like, Christmas is coming.
I
I'm
saw
not
those this
rushing out
morning.
Halloween. I'm trying to be really careful because I'm like, I will definitely switch over to Halloween 100% from Halloween to Christmas when Mickey starts, but like Halloween Horror Nights goes until November 4th. So I was like, I'm gonna honor
Oh.
Halloween until the 4th. The 5th,
Yeah,
I'll be
I'm having
jolly
a
as
Halloween
heck.
party on November 4th because I had to move my original Halloween party. So Christmas won't exist in my house until November 5th.
No, I'm switching over on the
Unfortunately.
first. I honestly, I probably should already switch over. It's not that I'm not in the Halloween spirit. Usually people come over on Halloween night, so I can't fully switch over. But
I
I'm
bought
ready for
eggnog
it.
already.
I know. I know you did. And you don't regret it. Did you get the pumpkin
Two
eggnog
types.
Rhino's
though?
I
confessions.
got pumpkin and I got regular, and I tried the pumpkin first, and then I realized I was like, oh no, I haven't drank the regular. Listen to me right now. The Golden Hood eggnog is like it is. I was like, and then Cher's Christmas album came out on the 20th, and I was like, don't you cheat on Halloween? Don't you do it? And I did.
I think you yeah, you're already in too deep. You can't come back
I
from
know.
there. I mean, it doesn't matter how many movies you watch, how many shows you watch, you're all in. So
I've had a taste. I've had a
it's
taste.
it's fine. You'll have goosebumps to pull you back in, at
I
least.
know.
But just
It's
give
true.
in. Literally, Erica, she can say she's resisting Halloween. Every single show we've done, she's got 2 holiday pop vinyls right behind her. And she can't act like they're not there. I see Pooh and Piglet wearing
Yeah.
Santa hats.
Yeah,
So
but they're
Yep.
there all year round. They live
then
there
you're
forever.
celebrating all year round. That's
Hmm
how it
Mhm.
is.
Up
I,
here, I have pumpkins. You just can't see them. My pumpkin loungefly is up here, and my pumpkin ears.
I don't know
But you
what
just
she's
can't see
pointing
them.
to, but I
Mm.
trust you.
See,
They're above me.
and I have Jack and Sally, but they're not in my shot. But I feel like so I leave them up from the date of the first Halloween party at Disney all the way until Christmas is over because I just like a little bit of Halloween and a little bit of Christmas. I don't want either one of them to be over
That's
ever.
fine. That's okay.
Yep.
Listen, I'm not trying to force my beliefs on anyone. I'm still trying to cope with the fact that I have to miss the final night of Halloween Horror Nights because I didn't realize that when Kylie and I are running the Wine and Dine, that's the morning of November 5th. And that'll
Uh-oh.
kind of play into the fact that when I usually get home from Halloween Horror Nights, that's what time I think I have to be at Epcot. So that's just not going to work for me. So I have to give up Halloween early, but it's easy when you have Christmas to look forward to. The I knew the Christmas stage show was going to be awesome at Jollywood Nights. It just looks better and better with each new things. Holidays in Hollywood, Kermit, Miss Piggy, a bunch of dancers. Rhino, it looks like pretty equal representation. I see one man in
I
a
hope so.
red jacket with white pants. I feel like you shouldn't wear white pants after Labor Day, but I'm no expert in that. But he's still wearing them. But yeah, actually it looks pretty equal though. So a lot of tights from what I can tell. So or tight pants in general. Not saying it's a bad thing, just pointing it out on there. Mickey Mouse is going to get in on it too. Jackie's going to say, "You guys, this is just the cutest thing ever." Is it not
It
just
really is.
the cutest thing ever?
He
Yeah,
looks
it
like
is. I'm
Michael Scott in
yeah.
that Christmas episode where he's sexy Santa.
Yeah, when he does
Or classy Santa, not sexy
yeah.
Santa. Jesus,
Yeah.
was that
The
Freudian?
classy
I don't know.
Christmas with the classy Santa.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
that's
so
the weird
excited for these shows. I can't wait to hear what you guys. I mean, I'm excited for them. This is
I
just the coolest thing.
just make sure you're playing our YouTube videos nonstop, so that way, that way you get all that Christmas spirit in there. But Jackie, I want to get your real time commentary on the costumes because I feel like the costumes in the show are more Christmas than the ones that
Yeah,
you'll see the characters
what is
wearing.
Mickey
But
wearing?
I want to hear, what do you have to say
Yeah,
about it, Jackie?
it's I don't understand. The colors are a little odd on some of them, like Minnie's dress and Daisy's shirt. I I'm not sure how I feel about the pink and the orange on Mickey's top, and it's different. But I know that back in the days, vintage wise, they said that colorful outfits were a thing. So
Yeah, but it makes it look like I'm colorblind when I'm looking at this picture. Like,
yeah, like that's the thing. Like I don't love the combination of pink and orange, and I
no.
don't love the combination of orange and red necessarily. So it doesn't scream vintage Christmas to me.
I
like
just
Goofy
never
is
would have
awesome.
taken
Mickey's.
Mickey as a
Goofy.
khakis guy. Like,
Yeah, khakis with his pink
Yeah,
shoes.
I
he's
would.
got pink shoes on. Yeah, it's. I'm a little
He's
like
wearing
I
Daisy
love.
shoes.
Mm-hmm. 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 I
They
see.
are.
I love the costumes that they have on the stage show. Like those scream Christmas and
I do think Goofy's
just
costume is
gorgeous.
probably the cutest out of all of them, like the most
Mm,
Christmassy.
Well, I mean, I like
I
yeah,
do.
Pluto's reindeer ears.
Pluto's
Yeah, those are
ears.
cute.
Yeah, yeah,
And his little
What
candy cane,
Yeah.
circular, what's a
you
mint, an after dinner mint collar.
you
yeah.
know what Mickey looks like? He looks like Christmas in Miami, Mickey Mouse. That's literally what we wear,
Yeah,
like
he
during
looks like a
Christmas
drug
time
lord.
in
I mean,
Miami.
it looks good for
Uh-huh.
the Latin festival that's going to be
Yeah,
happening there.
so
Oh,
So,
I
maybe
think he
that's
Yeah.
what it's
fits
inspired by.
into that.
Well, I regret my drug lord comment now that we moved into the Latin territory because it makes it feel like that's what I was aiming at, but that's not.
okay,
I'd like to point out that conversation started after I said what I said.
we'll throw it out to the group. Of all the Disney characters, who's the most likely to be a drug lord?
Daisy.
Daisy, yeah.
Really? Is it because of the
Oh
intensity,
man.
the anger?
It's because her
Yeah.
eyelashes blink with her eyes, but Minnie's stay put.
See, I
Yeah.
feel like it would be Goofy. You can't trust anything the guy
Really?
does. Yeah, it's like, oh, is that just like, are you putting on this kind of like spectacle so no one believes that you're as dangerous as you are? You can't trust
Is he
Goofy.
Goofy Kaiser Sose?
He's very close to that, I feel like. But cool costumes nonetheless. And I feel like
They're
we
cool.
have to at least take a second to appreciate the Gertie cookies. Because
Yes.
I
why
hope
aren't
it's
these
good
available not year round? That would be a little
for
silly.
everyone.
Why aren't these always available for anyone in the parks ever? Like for the past 10 million years, why did it take
Mm-hmm.
until now to finally appreciate Gertie in cookie form?
Oh my
Yeah.
Gertie. Those are good.
She's perfect.
It's
She
probably
is
not even a good
absolutely
cookie.
perfect.
No,
Uh,
it's probably crap.
It's probably not, but the little Santa hat and everything, it's just so cute.
And got
What do we even know
that
what it
fine
is?
white powder on the back, Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse, wherever you are.
In compliments to Goofy, you said. Say hello to my little dinosaur.
Snorting
Oh.
lines off the back of Dinosaur Gertie.
See, I think they should sell Gertie cookies.
Monorail cop.
Yeah, that's where are the monorail cops when you need them. We're gonna have to get
Well, I
Skyliner
think
cops.
The
Call 'em up.
Skyliner cops. That's the spinoff. Is that Skyliner CSI or something?
Oh,
What kind of cookie is that? Did they say? Or did they just show? Is it just like a regular like sugar cookie?
sugar cookie,
I
I
think
believe.
so.
Let me
Yep.
scroll
think
down to
sugar.
where it is a sugar cookie with mint icing.
Oh,
Also available with mint soft serve.
oh,
I like mint.
I like man.
I like mint. Honestly, I'm so angry still about the food situation. We're not going to do one of those episodes where we just name it all off. If we did it for anything, it would be for the dining show, because I feel like that's more appropriate for it. But they literally made it so at least there's like two good things at every single restaurant throughout that park. Of everything that's going to
Yeah.
be open.
Baseline Tap House has a special menu.
Yeah.
They've got a
And I
special
was
menu.
like,
Tap House?
oh yeah, and I
Mhm.
was like, I can't believe it's open. I don't
Tap
know,
House
I just
Christmas
So you-
Talks?
didn't even
So
think
you
about it. No, I'm
can't
not gonna
eat
sit down there
dinner.
for 30 minutes and waste my time. I got food to eat, and drinks to have. Just spread the love everywhere.
Some of
So
them
you can't eat dinner before you go to the party.
No.
Oh, God, no.
You gotta
No,
go
no.
hungry.
some of them don't
Or
even
even
make
lunch.
sense from a Christmas standpoint. Like at Fairfax Fair, the PB&J donut, glazed donut with creamy peanut butter and grape
I'm
jelly,
there.
dipped in dark chocolate, topped with crushed house-made salt and vinegar chips. Why?
God, you lost
How
me
is
with
this
dark chocolate.
Christmas related?
And
But-
salt and vinegar. Blah.
Oh, salt and vinegar are the absolute best potato chips.
Yeah,
I will
those are the
not.
best chips.
I will not accept anything else. You just haven't
Trash.
tried them as an adult. No, get out of here. Beat
on,
it,
be an
Bozo.
adult.
It just, oh man, the
But
mistletoe
not with
martini,
PB&J.
handmade vodka, Tito's handmade vodka, elderflower liqueur mixed with cranberry juice and fresh cranberries and mint leaves. It's freaking Christmas in a glass right there.
Yeah. So is that at the Brown Derby Lounge?
No, that's at Fairfax Fair. Fairfax Fair is popping because they also have the Kermit milkshake. They've got the holiday turkey popover. So
Oh,
after you eat
I'm
like
gonna
3 of
pop
them,
over
you're
and
going to
have
feel
that.
like popping over. Boom. Nailed it.
That was
Where
good.
What
On the
restaurant did you
Kermit
just?
milkshake, does the hand go where you think it does?
No, no, it doesn't. This one I just can't wrap my head around. The spicy pimento kimchi dip. How does that even go together? But at the same time, it has to. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it. Oh God, tuna
Oh, that's not
ceviche at
true.
My
Rice
hubby's
Line though. That's
excited about
weird.
that one.
That's weird. Rhino, I don't even see the menu here. What restaurant were we talking about again now?
I
Okay,
was
keep
gonna
looking.
say,
Baseline.
did they?
No.
No. I said, did they give the menu for the two clubs, the Tip Top
Jazzy
and
Holiday. Okay.
the other one,
Jazzy
the Jazzy one?
Holidays, Oyster Rockefellers, Crispy Duck Drumettes, Charcuterie. So you'll be in on that. Shrimp Cocktail, the Derby Slider, which does sound great. Bison and pork belly blend, cheese, fig stout jam, tuna
Oh,
carpaccio, pork belly bao, tofu bao, and a lot of
I love that.
A tofu bao.
cocktails. Tofu bao. Yeah. Erica, you can get in
The
on that one.
Shrimp
cocktails.
cocktail.
The cocktails are what's most important to me.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. So the cocktails at the Twilight Club, if you will. You have the Fifth Dimension Royale. It is
Oh, I did look at
tequila,
these.
Cointreau, dessert pear, agave nectar, lime juice, topped
Desert
with
pear.
brute, garnished with dehydrated blood orange wheel, Twilight daiquiri, sparkling pomegranate apple cider, and just the brute champagne. Honestly, I don't think any of those sound great.
No,
So
I think I remember looking at the list now, and being like, "Oh, bummer."
yeah, that seems
Pomegranate
very.
sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I might not be spending a lot of time there, but Jazzy, I'll be spending time with the Jazzy. So
Call me DJ
very
Jazzy
exciting.
Craig.
It's honestly it's hard for me to get excited for Very Merry, knowing that Jollywood Nights seems like it's going to blow us away. I'm still excited for it. I'm excited to see what the new Frozen show is because they told us about it and like shut down. Like nope. Never gonna have Dreamlights ever again. Count it out. But the Frozen characters will be back, and so now the Snowgies are all gonna be involved. But beyond that, I'm just like, Jollywood feels so new. Very Merry feels so
Dated in a way.
Yeah.
not new.
Well, and especially because like I feel like since COVID, we still haven't gotten back the better version of like the snack. I feel like we peaked in terms of what you could get at the party, going around because when the party started, it was really just like sugar cookie and hot chocolate, and there's like one eggnog stand. But then I feel like way before COVID, we had like that snowman pretzel. There was like the gingerbread cookies, the sugar cookies. There was
The
another
pretzel
type
was
of cookie.
stale.
It doesn't matter. I like the option. And I ate 3 of them,
The
even though they're
option that
crap.
matters.
And I'm
don't.
like, I just want, I think because it's hard for me to be like, okay, I can't just keep drinking hot chocolate all night. So like,
I feel like we had a lot of options, but all I can remember from last year's party was us huddled under the Adventureland restaurant, just like chugging eggnog right at the end of the night. But
because we couldn't, yeah. And the girl being like, how many of you had? He's had 5.
yeah, they tried to cut
God.
me off. They
Yeah.
won't.
See, the last Christmas party we were at, we were so freezing. It was so freezing that we had to buy a blanket. And so we sat there on the cement bench and we were both, my husband and I were both like squished together with this blanket around us, just shivering, but we wanted to see the fireworks before we left. So
Well, it's probably going to be like 90 degrees when ours rolls around.
Oh no, I hope we
Probably.
get a nice little cold front right before ours so that it can feel nice.
Yeah,
Because
but
I
we've
was
been
what I
timing
wanna
these
wear.
cold fronts over like Sunday night, Monday, and Tuesday, and then it's back to hot on Wednesdays. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to
It
be
doesn't
lucky
like
with
the
this.
midweek.
I don't know who the person is controlling the weather, but they're not doing a great job of it right now. So I don't. Yeah, it's
yeah, that's
where's Santa
yeah,
when you need him?
for real. I feel like if we could each have an individual snow flurry like Olaf, that would be
Well,
good.
It looks like next. Oh wait, Halloween's on Tuesday. I was gonna say
It's a warm
next
day.
Thursday is a high of 74
Oh,
with
okay.
a low of 59, and I'm like, okay.
Why couldn't have that been 2 days earlier?
I know. On Halloween, it's 84 with a low of 69. I'm like, yeah, funny, ha ha. The year I'm not Bill and Ted.
So disappointing. But Jackie, first off, I'm not going to let you complain about Florida temperatures because you don't live here anymore. So
I know.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that you're trying to like show
Man, stay
camaraderie
with
with
us.
us that are miserable, but you're
Yeah.
guys,
I
I
know.
woke up today and it was only 49 degrees. It was tough.
Oh, I wish.
That was,
Had
yeah.
to
We
put
had to
on
keep the furnace
shorts.
on. Mhm. I just want cool weather for you guys so that you can enjoy it.
We'll send it over.
But I'd
Overnight
like
it.
to, yeah, package it up in a little.
At the very least,
I know.
send it southeast, and even if it takes a couple days, 3-day delivery is
Yeah.
fine on cold weather.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just
I
start
feel like
blowing
Walt
right
Disney
now.
World would be perfect if the weather was not insane. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
that's
I don't know if I'd call it perfect. I'll say it always needs to have room to grow into perfection.
this is true. Close to perfect. Yeah.
I don't want it to be perfect. Speaking of perfect, I don't have anything to say. But they announced earlier today that After Hours, Disney After Hours, is coming back. That's exciting for a lot of people. I know if you are willing to stay up late, then you can utilize afters to keep the fun going after
Didn't they do
hours.
these last year?
Yeah, they did them. They sold out pretty quickly
Yeah.
for a lot of nights, and it's you
Yeah.
know what? Once you get behind the fact that you have to spend money for this event that's not very long, like once you get over that fact, then all of a sudden you're like opening the door to, hey, you can have a lot of fun there after hours and get a lot done, and like. I've done I didn't get to do Epcot, so Epcot is coming back for an option this year. I've done Hollywood Studios before, and I've done Magic Kingdom. Hollywood Studios is going to be January 10th through April 10th on select nights. Magic Kingdom's going to be January 11th through April 8th on select nights, and Epcot will be February 2nd through April 4th on select nights. Epcot, I feel weird about it because I'm like, besides Guardians, is there really like, do I care about
Yeah.
Test Track that much and Soarin' and those rides? I don't think so. Where like take advantage of this at Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom, but with Magic Kingdom, weirdly enough, they're showing Disney Enchantment during it, which
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
if
odd.
you miss that fireworks show, you can pay some money and watch it.
How weird.
You can
But
watch Happily Ever
Yeah.
After and Enchantment if you really
yeah,
try hard enough.
Oh,
I mean,
Same
2
night.
fireworks shows in one night is pretty cool. So
Yeah.
maybe it's not maybe it's not the show that people want. I'm sure they would rather have Wishes with no projections than Enchantment. But you know what? They spent money on Enchantment. Why not get some more investment out of it? My question is going to be: is it going to be 50th anniversary start Enchantment or the end of the show run Enchantment? Because once the show ended, they right in October before it shut down, they added the Walt Disney portion that actually made the show feel cohesive and about an anniversary, and it made the show a million times better. But it's so dated to like the start of Walt Disney World that I don't know if it'll make sense now in a time when you're not celebrating the anniversary. So
doesn't
and
Disneyland play their 50th fireworks sometimes?
they did, but it was definitely pared down from like the original one
Oh,
when
okay.
it first ran. So it not a lot, just changed up some of the stuff with it. But I miss Enchantment. I'll say it. I do, but I
Do you
feel like
really?
Wishes would have been a bigger selling point. Every night would have
Oh,
sold
for
out
sure.
instantly if you said
Oh,
Wishes
yeah.
is coming back with it.
I've never done an
Wishes.
after hours event, but if they were like Wishes back, I'd be like, okay, this is the one I'm doing.
Yeah, that would it's.
Yeah.
And you know what? Epcot will sell out as long as they bring back Epcot Forever. So people need to hear the children singing.
Oh my gosh.
Veggie, veggie, fruit, fruit.
See, and I love Happily Ever After. That one hits me right in the feels where Enchantment, I don't know. I like it. It's pretty. Fireworks are pretty, but Happily Ever After really gets me.
Yeah,
So,
it's
I
an
don't
okay
know.
show. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like it's
I
still
love it.
there's so many parts of it that like I can appreciate, but I think it's also I still have the horror of the first night that Rhino and Steve and
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it was the three of us there together, that it was so loud and the people around us
Oh, we were just
so
yelling
magical.
about it.
Oh, this is so magical.
Just like
I'm
talking
shooketh.
over everything.
I am shooketh. Like I can't hear the show. I can't hear it.
Not the
And like
shooketh.
the amount of people after
It's in the
like
video.
yeah, it's in the video. And so people then took my video of it because like for the longest time, mine was considered like the best shot of it that you could have to like watch it in its entirety. People took my video, which I mean, I guess I'm that makes me happy that they want to take my work like that. But then they were putting source audio or other audio over it because they're like, your video was great. I just don't like hearing the people and want to hear the music. I'm like, well, I also can't blame you when people are just, I'm shooketh. Shooketh. I don't even know what that means.
That's a riot and a half.
Yeah. So you know what? I wish they would do like a bold move sometime and bring over, even though it's like two different castles, so it wouldn't work in the same way, but bring over Wondrous Journeys from Disneyland show and be like, throw that on there. Even though I don't love that show, I'm like, you know what? That's marketing. Limited time only. See this show during these special after hours parties. Come get it.
Yes.
I feel like Enchantment's not the thing to sell it on, but who knows?
I'd love to see other characters fly out of the castle. Why is it always got to be that fairy? Done with you.
Yeah. It's
Disneyland gets all like 5 characters of fireworks show. They're like, you're like, oh, Baymax, oh, Dumbo, oh.
You have to
Nemo.
think about like what fits out of that little like thing that she gets pushed out of.
The boo hole.
Yeah.
Out of the tank hole.
Yeah.
I think. I don't care what it is, just push it out. Whatever.
Yeah.
Nemo can inflate. Nemo can inflate. Nobody needs to be in it. Just shove out of
it's like one of those instant.
It down.
It's a balloon. It's like so for the people who didn't see Star Cruiser, there was like a magic moment where there's the what's it called, Rhino?
Holocron.
The holocron, where it's just like it's folded up, and Ray has to do a quick hand move, and the holocron like pops up and
it's
into
like
a square.
All the sticks. She like pulls it, and it's like whoosh, and like inflates.
Like your windshield cover in your car when you're like, how does it get so big from being so small? And it's like whoosh. And
so they could have one of those costumes that do that.
Do that with Nemo. Have him like fold up into a little small thing and then throw him out and be like, ha ha, go fish.
Yeah,
a fish in the air.
But at the same time, I don't want Nemo. We have enough Nemo in Walt Disney World, so we need something.
Dumbo.
Send out Baymax. That costume's literally, he can walk out, stand on the ledge, and just, even if he can't bring out the electronic pump, he can
manual pump up.
Manual pump out there while all the other fireworks are going. And then it's an instant safety costume too, because then whoever has to fly down it is just flying down in a balloon. They'll fall, they'll bounce.
You know what would be really funny if they get like it's a statue type character, a light statue of Flash from Zootopia, and you have him start the show where he's going down, but you have it controlled that he takes the entire show to get to the bottom, and at the start he's like, I'll be right down. That almost started coming down E.T. Like, I'll be right here. But then he just slowly goes down, and at the end of the show, we can start the show now. And then it's over.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Zootopia, that Shanghai, they just said that Shanghai area is open in December 20th.
I know.
Yes.
And it looks great.
Merry
Did you
Christmas,
book your flights?
Shanghai. God, yeah, I wish. Mike, please invite me over there. Although I would probably not go because it's that like Christmas. But like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we've now looked up what it's like to fly last second to Asia, and it's expensive.
It's quite expensive.
Yeah.
From Orlando. It takes a long time to get there, and it's very expensive. So that's not ideal. But no, Shanghai, the Zootopia looks incredible from the outside. I mean, obviously the animatronics and such that we've seen. Even as a person who hates Zootopia, I think it looks pretty neat.
You hate Zootopia, huh?
Yeah, it's just too heavy-handed. It's too over the top.
Not while I'm wearing a Zootopia sweater. Come on, guys.
It's nothing
I have a Nick
personal.
Wilde. Oh no, he's
I
not over
don't.
there. I put him in
I
storage.
don't. I am not upset with anyone who enjoys it. I'm glad you enjoy it. It's just not for me. So I have other tastes. I like my messages being a little less, a little less smacky in the face. I like subtlety in a
Aw.
I
theme,
just think
but that's just me.
I hold it really close to my heart because these two reminded me of my best friend and I. So I just always loved the movie because of that.
And it's like over your American heart there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right there.
because we all know the
Aw.
heart's in the middle
American
of the
heart.
chest.
Yeah.
The heart is truly in the chest, the middle, but American heart.
Which is why, when I didn't know I was allergic to dairy and I always got pain right here, I really thought I was having a heart attack because I learned that your heart was in the middle. And I was like, well, this is how I die. I mean, I
Wait a
was
minute.
going to die anyway, but
Wait a minute. You have a dairy allergy, Erica?
oh my God, you didn't know? Hi, my name's Erica. Nice to meet you. I have a dairy allergy.
By any chance, do you eat plant-based to try to help with that?
Yeah, I do. When I eat plant-based, I have a lesser chance of dying.
Oh,
So,
That's always nice.
cue the
yeah,
more you know.
the more
Yep.
you know.
What an awful producer. We
Yep.
should have someone put that up right now. But, yeah, we all have
That's
failings.
funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, this kind of went all over the place. That's all I had prepared to talk about. I mean, obviously, I didn't prepare to talk about stuff like the Tink Hole and bars for so long, but we got there anyways. So I don't
Yeah.
think I'll be able to come back from the Tink Hole, though. It's just the way Rhino described it is it's a giant hole. Just push anything out of there.
Yeah.
And Erica's
Anything.
saying you can't, and I'm like, well, I watched my child being born. Anything can come
Oh.
out. I didn't watch him being born. I would have passed out.
It's a watermelon going through a lemon. That's what my mother always said. You were a watermelon coming through the lemon.
Oh my goodness
So I was like,
gracious.
Oh my God.
yummy. So every
And
time I
that,
see a bowl of
folks,
lemons on
yeah.
someone's counter, I'm just like, that's the lady. That's the lady.
Now I know what to
The
put out
lady.
for Halloween this year. I'll have one
it'll
bowl
be
of
the
watermelon,
scariest thing.
one bowl of lemons. So you know what? I'll make sure that we can give it out to the kids. I'll have lemon. Oh, what's it? Lemon heads. Do those still exist anymore? And I'm talking about
I
a
think
penny
so.
candy from like 1980s. So
Yep.
From
They
the
do.
local, I'd go down to Max Movies with a pocket full of change.
we'd call ours
And,
the little store, and we would go down there and get it and get the candy. My dad would have let me pick out one type of candy before we'd go to the hockey game. So that's
You were always the
mine.
tutti frutti fellow, weren't you?
No, I liked. I'm trying to think of the exact one I liked. I mean, I'm still a bunch of crunch fiend. I'll always be that. It's the best way to eat crunch. But I feel like there was these little like almost like sweet tart like bugs that would come in a jar, and I like those. And
They
other
used to be
stuff.
big. They were like bugs, but they were like the size of like a $50
The
or
gummy,
something
the
like
gummy
the
ones.
Do you
Yeah,
remember those
I like
individually
those too.
sealed? Those
Yeah.
would be like the find. When you could find those, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm keeping this one. I'm keeping it.
Oh.
I'm not even going to eat it."
Yeah, but I would go for the prepackaged. I feel like my sister was more of a penny candy type person. I don't think Erica knows what penny candy is.
I'd
It
be
would have
like,
been 5
"Max,
cents
what
by
can
the
I
time
get
she
for
grew
5
up.
cents?
Yeah. And Jackie's like, we had hay penny candy back in my day.
No, we
I
had
know, you're-
penny candy.
You're like 10 years older than me, Jackie.
I know. Not that much older. Oh my God. We could get
Where's
this
John and
together
Kevin
and
when you
penny.
need them to insult them for ageism, right?
Yes.
Do you remember those candies that were like they look like UFO, like a spaceship, but they were like foam and they had little balls inside of them?
Oh, yeah.
Like
And they
styrofoam?
would melt
Yeah.
in your mouth and then the balls
Yeah.
would release.
Guys, it's amazing that more of us don't have cancer because those are definitely. Sometimes I'm like, remember wax lips? Were we supposed to eat them or not eat them?
I would never do the wax lips. I would do the wax
Just the-
bottles with the liquid inside, and you bite
Yeah,
that,
and
and
you
then you
bite
drink
the
the
top
liquid.
off, but then were you supposed to eat the bottle?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I think that's eating.
I
'cause
wax.
that's
wasn't
the
sure, so I
wax.
just did.
That's the wax.
Yeah,
part,
yesterday.
So you don't eat the wax.
Yeah, you chew so long, it hurts so much.
Your
COVID
grandma
was
forced you
hard
to eat
those
it before
days.
you were allowed to leave.
Oh my
See, I was like a
gosh.
ring pop kid,
Oh, I
or
ate
like
the
those
wax
those
lips.
what were those that looked like little baby bottles that were
The baby
candy?
Oh,
bottle pops. Oh, come on.
yeah.
Those,
It's right in the
yeah.
it's in the jingle. It's
Baby
a
bottle
baby
pops.
bottle pop.
I remember
Baby
the
bottle
song.
Baby
pop.
bottle
Bottle
pop.
pop. Yep.
So like that was like, but I also didn't like candy. I've always like liked chocolate better. But I was a ring pop kid for sure.
Somewhere we just heard Corey throwing his computer. God
Yeah.
dang it. Corey only well, now he likes chocolate,
Corey
but
likes
before it was only
Jolly Ranchers.
sweets.
He likes sweet.
Only
Yeah.
sweets. So Skittles. You threw a bag of Skittles around Corey and he just I don't want any. And then it's just like before it's like there's 4 bags now. We only gave you 1 bag. What happened? Wow. Well, we
I
really
have
ended
one
the show
thing.
not talking about Disney, but
What's
what's
yours,
that,
Jackie?
Jackie? Go.
I have one more thing to just mention, just
Okay.
to finish on something Disney. So
Perfect.
Disneyland announced yesterday that the Pixar Place Hotel is going to open on January 30th of 2024.
Oh, look at
And
those
yeah,
rooms. My God,
I
those are
know.
way
They
better
do
than
look
what
great.
they looked like before. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
They are so cool, and I am really jazzed. I'm gonna be there's parts
I
of
want to
that
go see these.
hotel that guests can access now, and I'm super excited about it because I'm going to be going on a special Alaska Airlines Disneyland airplane soon. And so I'm going to go check out all the places that guests are allowed to go and see now.
Mhm.
So I'm excited to share more about that hotel because I think it's going to be worlds better than it ever was.
Oh my
Oh,
God, yeah.
So
the concept art looks great. You know, while
yeah,
it's very clean in terms of the rooms with the wood floors, the little carpet that's in there.
hmm
Besides the bedspread, which are themed, they're still white, but they're themed. There's just so much color to this
Did they
entire
give
room with
up?
the backsplash full of Pixar characters and the artwork on the
yeah.
walls. It
Did
looks like
the
a tryptophobic's nightmare with all the circles everywhere, but
well, did the Photoshop people give up on Rex? Like
Rex,
it
yeah.
I know.
looks like somebody dropped him in at the they were like, you didn't put a plush in there? And
Yep.
like it looks like something you added after the fact.
Someone
Literally.
Sorry
updated
to insult whoever
Photoshop
did this.
and put in the
Yeah.
generative fill like Rex
Yeah.
plush.
Yeah. Like it
Oh,
just it
Oh,
looks so
he's
not
just chilling.
attached, but
no.
Yeah,
it
not
does.
at
It
all.
really does. The rooms do look really, really nice. I mean, I stayed in one of these rooms in January 2022 in one of the beach club or not beach club, Paradise Pier rooms pre this remodel. Or it had started like there was no food, no pool, nothing you could do, and I was like, I cannot believe you're charging how much money you're charging for this hotel when all this is closed. But I stayed for one night and I was like, I don't like this at all. And but that room makes me like, oh, I want to stay there. Like
I
those
mean,
rooms are
Yeah.
cool.
and I'll never like it because the first time I had to stay at Paradise Pier it was with Rhino, so it's just
Because of me.
instantly tarnished for life with me. So
Yeah.
I'll
Oh
walk in
boy.
and see Merida on the wall and just see her saying, "If you had the chance to change your room, would you?" Yes, I'll change
Yes,
hotels,
as a matter
please.
of fact.
So I'll go back to the
Love it.
Anaheim hotel if I have to. Thank you. I'll never go back there. Never.
Mm-mm-mm.
Under the bed.
Dirty. It's like this place smells like cigarettes.
She smelled like cigarettes. She tastes like cigarettes.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Sorry, we tried to end on Disney and then just found our way to Forrest Gump for some reason.
She died
Thank
on
you
a
all so-
Tuesday.
Silly heads.
Jenny did
What
die
are-
on a Tuesday.
What are you watching? Sesame Street.
Thanks, Mr. Gump.
Can I watch with
Hey,
you? Oh my gosh, I
there's
can't. We got to stop. Bubba Gumps, go
there's
to
a
Universal.
Sesame Street right around the corner from us.
What?
There is an
Sesame
actual
Street?
Sesame Street, and then there's a Big Bird Lane off of Sesame Street. Just saying.
And
Close
judging from the
related.
Patreon
Cute.
post show, Jackie, we also know that then there's a dispensary right beside it.
Yeah.
So
I was
Well,
going
of
to say there has
course.
to be.
I
Big
mean,
Bird Greenery.
yes. See,
Oscar,
Oscar
the
the Bank
Grouchies.
Grouch.
yes.
Oh goodness
Also
gracious.
that.
Snuffleupagus. Boom. Done. You don't even need to change the name.
I'm thinking of something with Elmo. I just can't quite get there. We'll get there in the
Yeah.
Patreon post show. But
Tickle me something.
okay, well, I'm officially putting an end to this right now. Thank you so much, people, for having this weird conversation with me. I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope everyone had a good time today and shared some love for Disney here. It was a lot of fun. Any last minute things to say? I see you drinking from that Pepsi, this Coca-Cola Pizza Hut cup.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I was like, because Jackie hasn't been with us for so long. When a listener gave me the Coca-Cola, her friend worked at Pizza Hut, and they gave me the cups.
Oh, that's
I
so
love
cute.
it.
So I have 4 of them, and I
Yay.
love drinking out of them. They're like my favorite cup to drink out of now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not enough for us to start our own restaurant, but maybe one
We're
day
on the way.
we'll get
So,
there.
okay,
Yeah.
next, everybody, I'm gonna need the lamp. If someone could order one of the lamp. You can still do it, but you have to do an order of like 20. So, just saying.
That would get us started.
And we just need to find a way to, get more cups. I don't know why that took me so long to say that. That's all I was thinking, but it just wasn't coming out of my mouth. It's why people listen to podcasts on 2 times speed. That's why I do. Just otherwise I would be insufferable. But speaking of me being insufferable, if you want to support us, all the people who are here on this show today, you can always book a vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel. Get a free no obligation quote today at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. If you are watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave comments, questions, video suggestions in the comment section. If you were listening to this, subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you can leave us a rating and review, please take the time to do so. Before we go, I want to say thank you one more time to our incredible panel here. Oh, no, that's not our panel. I don't know who that is.
Ooh.
Hello, guest.
Wow.
Who is that? Jeez.
History.
Scary.
I watched an exorcism movie last night, and now I'm like, is there ghosts all around me? It was the Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe. Don't watch it. Hey, group, thank you so much for being here, having this conversation with me. Thank you, everyone out there who listen and watch this. We truly do appreciate you, and we'll see you again real soon for another episode of the Diz Unlimited podcast. That's going to do it. We're here at the end. Or should I say the beginning of your future. Bye-bye.